What's happening? What's happening? Shout out to all those beginner, investor, and traders, entrepreneurs, college graduates, hustlers, anybody trying to make something out of nothing. Listen, I wanted to see if you beginner investors and traders, you ladies and gentlemen, happen to see that run up pre-market with GameStop. AMC's been lagging behind, and from all the information that's coming out, it's supposedly about time for the squeeze. And the only thing I want to say is go back and pay attention to the YouTube content creators and everybody that was pumping AMC up last year, and look at around the time in, I think around about August, December, in January, where GameStop and AMC started to really take that dive. And look at how many of those same YouTubers, once that happened, disappeared. And I want you to remember that feeling of what it felt like when you happened to lose your 100%, 2, 4, 5,000+ % gains because you were expecting these stocks to go up 10,000, 20,000% and have this, MOAS, when if you pay attention to all the micro squeezes, in my opinion, because remember, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an investing guru, you got to do your own homework. But if you go pay attention to GameStop, I can't say AMC, but I can say GameStop. GameStop has had several squeezes, in my opinion, in the last year and a half. I mean, it went from $6 or maybe $2 a year and a half ago. No, excuse me. I'm thinking about AMC. But GameStop happened to go from $5 back in what? It was around like September of 2020. Okay, and by, January 27th, GameStop shot up to $400 or $580 a share. Once we got the halt, it came back down to $33 a share, and then it shot back up to about $480 or something like that, $470. It came down again. It came down several times around that $70 to $90 to $100 range, and then shot back up to, 300 plus, 200 plus. GameStop has had several moments where we've seen what I believe to be, the squeezes. And I think it will continue to do the same thing because this gives them an opportunity to constantly keep making these huge profits every single day, every other day, based on these stocks that have been shorted. I had a content creator explain to me about the split in a comment, which made great sense. But when it comes to everything that's taking place off of the backs of retail and the average man and woman in society, quote unquote, you just feel that it's going to be I feel that it's going to be some way that they're going to weasel themselves out of it. Now, I do believe with all the hype going on, that AMC and GameStop will push again. But do I believe they'll go past, $500 a share, $1,000 a share? No. I mean, now I think these content creators are going to keep you engaged, no different than people did last year with the 100,000, with the 100K floor price for AMC, so that they can constantly trade the stock while we hold it up once it reaches a certain point. I have to say, if GameStop and AMC happen to blow up past, $300, $400, $500 a share, personally, I have a portfolio with GameStop and AMC that I'll cash in. and I'll sell some in another portfolio. And, I'll just wait to see if it happens to move any higher. Because, after seeing the results of last year and all these content creators disappear and start talking about other stocks, and then they started changing their, sentiments and what they were talking about, because it's at least 2 or 3 content creators right now that talks about YouTube they're still on here, they're still on YouTube. And I don't know even how, because they are the 2 main ones that was pumping that 100K floor price. And then once AMC and GameStop shot up to like 70 something bucks a share and started coming back down, they started saying they never said it. And, don't say that, who knows what it's going to go up to. But if you start going into the news reports, listening to some of those interviews, those same content creators made over $1 million when AMC, went to the moon. As far as from $6, well, $2 to $5 to $6, all the way up to $77, man. And, a lot of us got burned by these content creators that kept people in these plays constantly every day with this same shit that's happening right now. So that's why I want you guys, you ladies, to pay attention, make smart decisions, keep your eyes on these plays and what's going on, because even right now they can just push it up. That could have been, another move before June. Like, okay, we could have got that move up to 148 bucks. And then, that will teeter around there until then. And then we'll get the split, and they'll make it as if, I guess, $148 or around 130 something dollars, maybe 125 is where they'll do the split. And what that'll give us, 60 something bucks a share, maybe 50 bucks a share, depending on how they try to do it. And then, that will cause another boom right around, June 2nd or 3rd, based on whatever information comes out about the split in the executive, meeting or whatever the case is. So, I mean, me personally, I'm just a little bit skeptical about all this, because I seen this happen with GameStop. I seen this happen with AMC. And then I seen, how they just completely robbed retail by psychologically keeping people engaged with the hopes of AMC around those moments shooting to, astronomical numbers. So, please let me know what you feel, man. It's just my opinion. Right now, GameStop is stuck. It hasn't moved on the charts, since the market opened. They won't show you the volume. Now it's increasing in the right upper hand corner, but that's it pretty much. The bars, the candles, they've disappeared a long time ago. And for the last almost hour, there hasn't been any candles on Weeble's chart. So please tell me if you're having the same problems, and let me know what you think about this squeeze, because I've been in it, for a minute now. And I'm talking about way before a lot of most of these content creators. I mean, at least 98% of them, 99% of them. I was talking about GameStop back in, 2019. And you can go check out the channel and you'll be able to see back when I had GameStop, when it was $5 a share. I don't think I started recording back then, but I think I started recording around maybe $9 a share or something like that, between 11 and $9 a share. And I'm talking about, I started doing videos about GameStop because when I noticed what was going on back in 2019, when GameStop got down to $2 a share, it just didn't seem right. And I started reading up everything, about their cash on hand, where they were standing, as far as console sales, when those console cycles came around, I just started to focus on, rewards members, how many things weren't being said about GameStop. Then once the pandemic happened, all the people that I would see in GameStop, let me know that the digital gaming world was about to receive a influx of individuals because of the pandemic. You had millions and millions of people that were out of work, and some of those people, millions of those people, they game, or they happened to before they got into the workforce. So I understood that, and I knew with the PS5 coming out that GameStop happened to jump up from $4, $5, $6, $7 to close to $70 a share every single time a console came out. And with the new digital realm that's being constructed, I knew that it was a possibility that GameStop will go over $100. That was just my prediction. That was just how I felt. That was just my opinion. And I've also did a video about that. You can go check it out, if you feel like I'm BSing, I can definitely take you to it, because this is something that I've been engaged in for a long time. And that's the reason why I feel like I can tell investors and traders to be very, very careful, because I happen to see a lot of people get wrecked when they didn't sell GameStop at its high. And even with that, people are saying GameStop went to $470. No, GameStop went to $580 a share. I remember waking up 4 o'clock in the morning watching it break through $300-$400 a share. I remember going live with Deep Effing Value, having conversations about GameStop where he's responded to several of my comments. As you can see, you can just keep on going and you'll see, that I've been talking about. Here it is right here a year ago. GameStop, 100 plus hood money investment theory, future potential. And that's around the time GameStop was $13 a share. So I just really believed in GameStop and its potential because of me growing up buying games in GameStop before Electronic Boutique went down. So, I don't want to keep on rambling, but, this is just something that I was talking about for a long time. And I happen to see a lot of people get smoked from these fake content creators that was just trying to keep people engaged so that they can constantly trade GameStop or AMC so they can make a boatload of money, So please tell me what you think. It's Kaviri Valentine, and stay tuned, man, because we're about to see something move. And when we do, you just got to make sure you make the right moves and capitalize. I'm out of here.